and welcome back to the UBF podcast channel with another episode of Bloody Good Football. I'm Abs.
I'm Thomas Abdul. Fuck off Tottenham, I'm a gooner now. That's been on my mind for the past 24 hours. Wow, what a result. What a much needed win. And suddenly the Arsenal fans are back in voice.
Yes, they are. I think I told you this earlier today. These are the fucking standards.
The other standards.
To go to play a team like Tottenham, the way they are, you got to go and you got to win big. And I think ultimately we did. Look, 4-1, the game could have gone very differently. I think had Colomboani's second goal been awarded.
Had David Raya not acted like Lawrence Thomas 2 years ago and be like a cat.
He's a, what's your old school saying, Thomas?
It's a cat.
It's a cat.
It's a cat, mate. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible game. A lot riding on it for both sides. And Tottenham now, whether we like it or not, West Ham are giving them a run for their money. Not up top, unfortunately, for relegation. They're a genuine candidate.
They're going down, mate.
They're not going down.
Imagine they go down, but
they're not going down. They're a genuine candidate.
like, fuck. Imagine that stadium in the championship.
But
Like, you've got Luton Town playing in their backyard, somebody's backyard, and then you've got Tottenham Hotspur, who, is it a 60,000 seat, 70? What is
I think
it?
it's 80.
80,000
70
seat
something,
stadium.
yeah.
Bro, that's crazy. But let's get into it. And before we do, shout out to LAC Athleisure. Don't forget to use code UBF15 for 15% off all your LAC Athleisure purchases. And Thomas, where are we at the moment?
LSC Studios as well. I believe that's in a combined deal. Make sure to, wonderful studio, make sure to give them a look. LAC Studios, truly one of the best in the business.
We've got 3 rooms in here. We've got this podcast room that we film in. There's a much more compact, sort of intimate, table sort of podcast style. Thomas, we know you like to get intimate. That's fine.
Okay.
There's a new third room. It's like a couch room where if you want to sit down and spill the goss or spill the tea.
Is that an intimate room as well, Abdul?
You can make it intimate, Thomas.
Okay.
It's fine. But yeah, whatever you need, come check them out, and I'm sure Anth will sort you out. But let's get right into it, Thomas. Arsenal 4, Spurs 1. A few discussion points here. The mental resilience after that draw against Wolves. How important was that? Because you look at the way we played, 2-goal lead, went to 2-2 in the end. Everyone was screaming Arsenal's bottled it. Second again, ole, ole, ole. It all began. But how was it? How big is that for Arsenal? Was the outside noise creeping in? And do you think this performance was enough to push it back out?
Well, it definitely pushes a little bit of that noise away because of the result alone. 4-1's a statement in any game. But to do it against arguably your biggest rivals, to do it against your cross-neighbourhood rivals, cross-town rivals, incredible result. But the mentality of Arsenal and the fans' pressure that they put on this team constantly is something that the players can't avoid. They're on social media, obviously. They hear the noise. It's that unsettling feeling when you're going to training the week leading up to that massive game and obviously coming off a poor result against Wolves. But David Raya encapsulated that perfectly. If there was one player that you're going to look at the pitch and go, he's going to falter, he's going to look shaky in the first 15, after obviously what happened against Wolves with Gabriel at the back, he did not put a foot wrong. Did not put a foot wrong the whole game. And I think you're going to need more characters with 11 games left like that. Because I don't think you'll go 11 for 11. I don't think you will. Do I think City will? No. I don't think City will go for 11-11. It's going to be a very tight race. Very tight race. Maybe even a photo finish. Maybe on the last week. But the mental resilience is something that Arsenal have been criticised in the past before. And rightfully so. Listen, is it a new Arsenal team? No. Is there a different mentality? We're starting to see signs that there is.
Look, I said it weeks ago, and I'm actually fearing this might happen. I said if we get to that final day against Crystal Palace, and imagine not getting the win and still winning the Prem. It could be a possibility because we're 2 points clear of City. If that 2 points stays the same between now and then, City go on and win, and then we pip them on goal difference, that'd be absolutely...
Who cares as long as you win it?
Yeah.
As long as you win it. But I want to get on to Eze just quickly. Is it something about the clinical finishing against Tottenham? Or is it just the brother had a bit more space? Because obviously Tottenham, they got their injuries in their own right. Kulusevski, I think, is a vampire, hasn't seen daylight for 65 years. But for some reason, Eze in those open games, and obviously he loves that space, he loves those inner pocket channels, but he was thriving. 2 goals again, 6 league goals, 5 against Tottenham.
Did it work out? Potentially did.
He hasn't been signed to score against Tottenham. He's been signed to win the league. And then you look at Victor as well. Remember we were speaking today on the phone. 10 goals in the league, 8 non-penalty goals, which is good. That first one is an unbelievable finish.
Yeah.
And that is what you want from your star man, your number 9. To come in, touch, finish. You want it to look effortless. You want it to look like he's done that 1,000 times before. And that is every single day. We watch the Arsenal training rules. We watch the Chelsea training rules. That's what you do in training. Touch, finish, touch, finish.
Yeah.
Inside the box, just outside, in the edge of the D, bang, 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 repetition. And credit to him, I think arguably it's his best game.
Oh, without a doubt. I think even Eze. Maybe the other one, the one where he scored a hat-trick, potentially.
Hard to beat that.
But Gyökeres for sure, bro. It's that strike at the start where he just hit it. There's so much pace and power behind it.
Touch, bang.
The keeper just couldn't see it.
Bakary had no chance.
I don't know if you've seen any of our training videos.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like, literally, this is like, there's a video of him doing the exact same thing.
What I just said.
Right, it's a coach's dream. Take what you do in training and do it in a game. And he's shown it there. But I'm going to ask you a question. Was it more Arsenal being great or was Spurs poor? Because I could make an argument that Spurs probably played a lot better in this game than they have.
They have to come out. It's a North London derby.
Yeah.
So that rigor, that grit, that toughness, that I have to show up, otherwise 60,000 fans at home are going to boo me. That factor, you have to show up. If you look past that, Tottenham's football, again, not pretty. Not pretty. Not a pretty side. But, again, David Raya off the line, Colomboani second, which we'll get to. I want to ask you a question on that.
Yeah.
Close game. But Arsenal, again, as they always do, even against Wolves, even against Forest, even against Villa when they drop points, they always look the better team.
Yeah. Look, it is what it is. I think that's why I said, like, we won 4-1. It's a convincing scoreline. But at the same time, I'm kind of like there's something eerie about just the performance itself. Like, individually, we were great. But, it could have been 2-2. Could have been, like...
You take it. You need it.
You take it, you move on. It's 3 points. Where I think projected... Well, the max points we can get now is 91. So... You've got 10 games left. That's 30 points. I think if we can get... I think we need to get 25 out of the last 30 points to win this league. I think you can't drop more than... What's that? 1 loss and 1 draw.
Yep.
I think you get to 85 points, maybe 86, and I think you've won this league.
Yeah.
If you go any less than that, you're seriously tempting City.
Yeah.
Because City's got 33 points, and I believe they're on 55 at the moment. So the max they can get is 88. So technically, Arsenal need to have...
Fuck, must have been a busy day at work for you.
Calculating
all the points, mate. It's 91 to 88, is that
91
right?
to 88. Okay. So if Arsenal win every game between now and the second last game of the year...
They win it by 3.
They've won the league.
By 3, yeah.
But, yeah, they've done it... they've done it to themselves, bro. We could have been 10, 12, 13 points.
Comfortable.
Arguably
could have won it by now.
But, bro, that would have been crazy. 10, well, Liverpool basically had that...
8 games to go or something.
8, 9 games to go. And they picked... Out of the last 30 points they picked up... What was it? No. I saw a stat where out of the last 40 points or something like that, the last 30 points available, they only got about 20.
Yeah.
And you don't want to do that because...
here we go, mate. They won the league. Who cares?
But, yeah, look, last one. Title implications and league positioning. First and foremost, who needed this win more? And
fucking Arsenal.
You reckon?
Arsenal.
4 points off the relegation.
They're not in the relegation zone yet. Are they a serious threat? Yes. But this is Tottenham fucking Hotspur we're talking about. 1967, I believe, was the last year they got relegated. A certain gentleman called Glenn Huddle was still in the squad. So, they're not going to get relegated. They've got fucking players there that, first of all, know how to fucking play football. And secondly, they just won't let it happen. Arsenal, in the context of their title race, in their season, after 5 days ago, their shocking, shambolic performance against Wolves, it was fucking needed.
Of course.
And I'm glad that it wasn't a 1-0 or a 2-1. It was a fucking statement.
Like, put it this way. You lose that game, you go up a game in hand, only 2 points behind. And bro, I remember that feeling, that first season we challenged, 22-23. Like, oh, you're 8 points clear. But really, we were 5 points clear. City had a game in hand. And then you get to 3 points. So you get to 2 points. And then you get to oh, shit.
It's always that feeling.
Yeah. It's the minute you're a game in hand and you're only 2 points ahead, it's just like, oh, fuck. And City have the advantage. They get that game in hand later. So I hate that. I hate when we have to play first because the pressure is there.
The pressure's on you.
But it's also not there because...
No, it's on you, but it's on you. It's on you. The pressure's on you. You just don't want to get too close to that fire.
100%.
And in the context of all of that, in all the surrounding storylines, it was a must-win. It was a must-win. You got the 3 points. Now you move.
Look, it is what it is. Long live Arsenal. Long live their title hopes. The quadruple's still on. We're a month out from our Carabao Cup final, and that's trophy one that's going to get checked off. And then...
got to win it first, mate.
We go from there.
Got to win it first.
But look, I want to talk about something. Actually, before we do get there, how's Chelsea?
Great. Unbelievable side.
Wesley Fofana?
Burnley's a really good team, so.
Yeah, sure.
It
was actually a great goal to equalise.
It was a great goal. Can't say anything.
How's Wesley?
But Roast Chicken, he loves giving donations. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we already know that top four is safe for Chelsea. So I think he actually gained some aura by giving it to Burnley because we want to see Tottenham get relegated. So smart move by Liam. Liam, full trust, mate, full gaffer.
As they say, donations are a tax-deductible expense.
Correct.
And Chelsea
have many tax-deductible expenses.
Yes, 100%. But yeah, bro, he's an interesting human being. The way he takes his press conferences.
See his haircut?
Yeah, he'd make a great politician.
See his haircut?
Liam.
Yeah.
Is that Rossinoir? Rossinier.
Something. Rossinier. See his haircut, but
No.
he did a whole little montage video like a 12-year-old with his first fade cut. So you know that roaming camera? So he's there in the barber chair like this. And there's a roaming camera just like there and his head down with the shape up with the line. He's like he's fucking trying to riz the camera, bro.
That's your manager, mate.
Youngest manager in the league. My guy.
How old is he? 30?
25. I'm joking. I think in early 30s.
Look,
my king.
That is your king. Speaking of kings, I do want to get onto something more of a discussion. Sort of that era where we had Liverpool, or not, sorry, Citypool as we used to call it. I want to talk about
18 to 23, 24?
18 to 22 roughly.
Okay.
So before Arsenal came into the picture.
Just don't want anything, but that's all right.
Are we watching a dip in quality, or was City and Liverpool just unreal? So we'll go through a few numbers, a few summaries in that sense.
Statsman
He's back.
makes an appearance after a year.
So for 5 seasons, the Manchester City v Liverpool title race felt like a different sport. Now the Premier League feels a lot tighter, more unpredictable, lower points at the top. So what has changed? Have standards dropped, or are we simply watching two historically elite sides operating at levels rarely seen? So here are the numbers. 2018-19, Liverpool won 97 points, City won 98. 21-22, Liverpool 92, City 93. Multiple seasons with both above 90 points, goal differences in plus 60s and plus 70s. In 18-19, Liverpool lost one game all season and still didn't win the league. And that isn't a normal Premier League competition. That's two juggernauts pushing each other to mathematical extremes. Now, under Pep and Jurgen, tactical clarity was absolutely on another level. Pressing structures were synchronized and drilled. Squad depth was elite. Recruitment was precise. And there weren't just great teams, there were optimized systems. City controlled territory and possession. Liverpool controlled transitions and intensity. Both suffocated the league in different ways. Now, the modern landscape. Fast forward to now, the title races are tighter, but the points totals are lower. Leaders projecting in the mid-80s, more drop points against mid-table sides, and greater week-to-week volatility. Now, is that a dip in quality? We've got two arguments. The elite standard has dropped. No team consistently hitting 95 points or 90 points at that. Defensive control phases appear less dominant. Transitional defending is more exposed. Depth issues visible due to congestion and injuries. City and Liverpool at their peak eliminated randomness. Now even title contenders look vulnerable. There is a case that the absolute ceiling of performance has slightly lowered from that historic peak. Argument 2. We were spoiled by 2 outliers. Here's the counter argument. The Premier League baseline has improved. Mid-table teams are tactically organised. Recruitment across the league is data-driven. Smaller clubs press intelligently and build in structured phases. Financial distribution has reduced extreme gaps. And instead of 295-point giants dominating, we now have 4 to 6 teams capable of taking points off each other, less predictable, and greater competitive density. Now, it may not be lower quality, but simply high competition. Let's talk about it.
I think you can't ignore the fact that there was 2 clear outliers. We're talking about some of the best games I've ever seen. Liverpool City. There was no rivalry before that. They made it a rivalry. And it was 2 elite managers with 2 elite squads going at it for 4 years. Wonderful to watch. But in that time, the Premier League didn't really have any other challenges besides United for 1 year.
There was barely a challenge. It was like a 19 gap difference at the top.
So you look at it and you go, there's no other clear argument besides 2 outliers. Because now you've got Brentford's that are doing well, Newcastle that are doing well, Aston Villa that are doing well, Bournemouth doing well, Fulham, Sutherland, West Ham a couple of years back with Lingard. Every single mid-table team has done well in these last 3 to 4 years. What does that tell you? The overall quality has improved. Maybe the top 6 are getting. I don't think so. But spoiled by 2 outliers over 4 years. That's my clear argument.
Yeah, look, the hard part is being a supporter of the team that sits top of the table now, as in being in that title race in the last few years. It's a hard pill to swallow because you watch the standards that they set over those 4 or 5 years, and you're like, if we're not doing anywhere near that, we're below standard.
Yeah, but you got to put yourself in the simple thing of an understanding. That was an outlier. That's not normal.
Of course.
That's not normal. You're talking a almost Galactico year for Madrid, and you put in it in an English context. You're putting a Barcelona 10 to 15 in a English context. You put in a Bayern Munich from 2012 to 2020 in an English context. It's not normal. The City and Liverpool were not normal in those 4 years.
Yeah, I think the season that tells me, how fucked it was is that season where we fell off 2 points off City. So where they finished on 91 points, we finished on 89. We went all but 1 win, 1 draw in the whole of 2020, whatever it was that year.
3 or 4.
That back end of the season, second half of the season, almost faultless. That goes to tell you that these 2 teams were operating at a level where,
different level.
From start to finish, they were just absolutely immense. I remember playing them. When you play Liverpool, you get battered 5-1. Yeah. You play City, you get battered 5-0. Yeah. That game will haunt me. Where I think it was 21-22. We played City in week 2 of the season or whatever it was. I think it was the week after we played you guys and Lukaku scored. But they were they had mercy. Yeah. They stopped the game pretty much. Edison was holding the ball, passing it around. They were that good. And even squad depth. We've got great squad depth this year. But you look at the squad depth that City had back in the day.
Even Liverpool. Even Liverpool.
I feel like Liverpool created that depth in a way, if that makes sense. City bought the depth. Yeah. Liverpool made Oxlade-Chamberlain look like Steven Gerrard. I'm not saying he's Steven Gerrard, but
Henderson looked like the fucking second coming of Busquets.
Put it this way, we never saw Jordan Henderson the way Liverpool fans see him.
No.
Up until that sort of Klopp era.
Correct.
Where Jordan Henderson, even on FIFA, became an 86 rated player.
That was fucked.
You think about him, God knows how many years ago. Mind you, I'm pretty sure he was on a FIFA cover at some point.
I think so, maybe.
You look at that compared to City. City had David Silva, Gundogan, Rodri. Before that, Fernandinho was still there. De Bruyne. Foden started coming in through the ranks. You look at the people they brought in and they bought. Even that season where halfway through he's like, "Fuck, I need new defenders." Brought in Arcade Diaz, Akanji, like these are all players that start in your Chelsea's and you know even Arsenal. Like whereas now you look at our squad depth, Noni Medaweki, we've got quality. We've got I'd say 7 out of 10 players on the bench everywhere. But City and Liverpool were like 8, 9 out of 10. If one was injured, this bloke starts. You're not getting a drop in quality.
So, what's your take on the rest of the competition getting better? You reckon it is?
Yes. Like you look at your Villas. Like Sunderland's probably
look at your Brightons a couple of years ago. You look at your Bournemouth a couple of years ago.
Like it's a lot harder. Well, we used to have those teams back in the day. You had your Burnleys under Sean Dyche who would sit 7.
No, but that was a Barclays man. Nice to watch. Cunty team.
Yeah, but
Villa plays, bro. Bournemouth plays. Brighton plays. Fulham plays.
Like some of these teams could win the Prem with a few more players.
Correct.
Like you look at Villa's injuries.
Villa last year.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But yeah, look, it's definitely played a part. But at the same time, I can't help but think there's been a drop in quality. Like, you can't tell me, I'd hate to say it. I'd argue our defense, our back line, is the closest thing to those teams. You look at Arsenal 25-26. Saliba and Gabriel are probably the two I'd take from our team. Maybe Rice. And on his day, Saka. That could walk into any of those teams.
Salah.
Maybe not Salah, but potentially into that City team. Mahrez
was a machine, bro.
Saka on his days.
Mahrez is a machine.
Saka on his days is ridiculous. Like you put Saka in that City team, bro. That's 10 times less responsibility.
8 league goals in 2 seasons.
No, but look at the impact he's had. You've seen the game this morning. The best players don't always have to score, but they make an impact on the game.
8 league goals in 2 seasons.
You know he's making an impact on the game. Okay. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to the Arsenal side now, as much as I love my team, I look back at those City teams, those Liverpool teams, and I'm like, not so much low block or not, they'd still break it.
Okay. But where were the best players in the world at that time?
In those teams.
Neymar, Mbappe, Messi were in France, just doing their shit. Ronaldo was in England. Haaland.
Was in England. Was he there for that year?
Foden. Yeah.
De Bruyne,
yep. Salah, yep. Firmino, yep. Mane, yep.
Yeah.
These were the best players in the world. Now, where are they? We've gotten older. Half of the Barcelona's fucking front threes, arguably one of the best.
Yeah.
Madrid, likewise. Bellingham's over there. Yeah. Realistically, world class, top 3 in each position. You've got Rodri, you've got Haaland, you've got Gabriel Saliba, and you've got Donnarumma. Is there anyone else that I'm missing? Rice.
Saka's a top 3 in this position.
For me, it goes Lamau, Elise, Salah, Saka. Elise is fucking incredible. Don't even talk to me. So 5 world-class players. Spain, go. Vinicius,
Yamal, Mbappe, Bellingham. You don't need to name everyone.
So in 2020, 2021, where were they? In England.
Correct.
So I get your point, but you look at the league now, overall, it is a more competitive league.
My reverse argument to that is you look at the Champions League. Weirdly enough, it's the English teams that dominate the group stage.
But they always have.
Like
18-19, 19-20. Who won it in 18-19?
Liverpool.
21?
City.
Sorry, 22, sorry.
City.
Yeah, 21.
Chelsea. No, we understand
3 out of the 4 in that time period.
But even now, you look at last year, the only team that undone Arsenal Champions League was PSG. And it was...
Yeah, but they're an outlier.
Like, Real Madrid played Arsenal, they fell apart. Pretty sure Barcelona got knocked out. What stage was it? Was it...
Something. Bayern Munich knocked out the PSG.
Yeah, like... You could make that argument, and I agree with you. I think the quality's improved. The Aston Villas are performing against, Newcastle. Yeah.
Fulham.
Yeah.
Bournemouth. 100%. Brighton.
But all in all, look, it's definitely, it feels like a step back For me, it feels like the league, that quality. Like, you don't have those games anymore. I'm sorry, but you don't have that. Everyone was watching Liverpool versus City, bro.
That's what I said at the start.
Yeah.
That was some of the most funnest games I've ever seen in my life.
Like, the only way, and I think the only time I felt it was that year where it was 91-89.
Yeah.
You will turn the game on. The only way someone scores if someone makes a mistake.
Correct.
And now you watch City versus Arsenal. You watch Arsenal versus Liverpool. It's like...
Put it that way, they made a rivalry that never existed.
It's a rivalry of quality.
That's what it was. It was a rivalry of two managerial tactical excellence that spanned it over 4 years, that rewrote history.
Yeah.
That put Pep Guardiola in the arguments as the greatest ever English manager against Sir Alex.
Yeah.
Klopp thrown in that argument.
Yeah.
Remember his career before Liverpool? Nothing.
It wasn't much.
Nothing special.
No.
He came here, became one of the greatest managers of all time.
Yeah.
Pep cemented himself as one of those elite managers here, in that rivalry, in those 4 years. That was a special period, bro.
Look, I think hopefully one day we get to relive a rivalry like this. I don't know whether we're going to see it. Maybe City, Arsenal in the next few years can kick itself up again. City with another few seasons, Arsenal start to...
City United would be nice.
United,
United Arsenal would be nice.
bro, that would be... It feels like...
04. Nostalgia, yeah.
That'll be good. But, look, all in all, it was a good discussion.
I don't mind that. It was good.
I want to get on to our friends up in Newcastle, the Nova Castrians, mate. 1-0 over the Bulls. But I'm not going to talk about the football, not so much on the field or what happened yesterday.
Cricket. We're going to start off with Shannon Knoll.
Oh, I might kick it off.
My king. Evangeline, we love you. Jason Derulo, when you came and performed. We love you.
Jason Derulo.
Any other A-League performances? Amazing. That's the greatest of all time.
What about me, mate?
Stripped back, with the guitar, with the squadron in the background, and just nosy.
Should have been, mate, freaking... I should have been an Australian Idol winner 20 years ago.
I agree. But credit to you, Jets. One of the best A-League performances ever.
Bro, he fits
Machine.
it so well as well.
Machine. Is he from there?
Don't know.
We'll find out.
But look, the Jets are currently sitting on top of the league. Lot to talk about on the field. I think the way they played, obviously. I believe it was Bayliss that got the goal again.
Most amount of goals, most amount of shots, best conversion rate. Rightfully so first.
Yeah, look, can't complain. And they're defending well now as well. So...
It looked like an outfit, bro.
First and foremost, what's gone right with this team? What's gone right with what's Milligan and stuff done that has allowed this team to just hit another level? Because they struggled at the start of the season, but they're now 8 wins on the top of the league. I believe they're 4 points clear. Could be wrong. I think it's them in Auckland. It's a 2-horse race for the top position. Sydney have fallen off. They're 2 points behind Auckland. I don't see us.
So, I think the shackles have been let off.
Yeah.
But I think the shackles were let off early in the Australia Cup. We were there, we saw it, free-flowing football. But they're starting to understand each other. They're starting to, I believe, run for each other, give life for each other, defend the badge, defend what it means to play for Newcastle. It's a special part of the world. It's a special team in the A-League. It's not like any other team. It's a unique part of New South Wales.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that project, a lot of those players are bought into that project.
Yeah.
And it's finally starting to click. It's clicked, I believe, 6 rounds ago. And for me, I saw it against the Wanderers. I saw it firsthand in front of my eyes in Parramatta. Wanderers, we have those moments and then they suffocate. We have those moments, they suffocate. They give life. They fight. And then bang, bang, bang. Incredible. I'll tell you what, we could learn a lot from Newcastle Jets.
Nothing's worse than watching a team fall apart sitting
In
next
front
to
of
your
my
father.
eyes. Correct.
Yep.
Next to my father, yes.
Your
Correct.
father.
Next to my father,
Shout
yes.
out to Elvis.
Shout out to Elvis. An incredible team. They're going to go far. And like I said to you, I said they're going to make top 4.
Yeah.
I said they're going to make a great shout in the finals. And I promise, we've had this discussion off camera. We will be there. if the Newcastle Jets make the grand final.
We'll be there before that, to be fair with you.
We will.
Right.
Everyone knew that. But UBF will be there if the Newcastle Jets make the grand final. Wherever that may be. Confirmed?
Thomas is driving.
Sure.
Yep.
To Perth.
I imagine that.
Perth in the final.
Start driving to Perth from today.
Adam Griffiths versus Mike Milligan. What a managerial battle.
Look, I'm going to ask a question on a bigger scale.
Sure.
The way the A-League's heading and the way we, let's just say, have grown in the last few years in terms of youth. And I feel like we're becoming a bit more of a youthful league, a bit more of a transitional league, a bit more of a league where our players grow here and use us as a stepping stone to go overseas or to go to receive a much bigger opportunity. Have the Jets epitomized or unlocked the key of that youthfulness? Because they've got that blueprint at the moment where you've got a young manager, you've got a young crew, you've got a young squad, you're letting them play football, you're letting them develop. And then from there on, let's just say in Eli Adams, within a year's time, we'll go, okay, I've got an opportunity in Scotland. I've got an opportunity in the Championship. I'm going to take that.
At this point, we can't shy away from the fact that we've always been a development league. Whether you try to mask it with the Del Pieros, the Onos, the Heskies, the Nannies, the Juan Matas, the Douglas Costas, Robert Mack, we've always been a development league. Young Australian players want to go overseas to achieve their dream. And if your dream is playing in Australia, amazing, that's your level. But if you got aspirations to go overseas, go. And that league, that's always been the precedent of our league. I think you're right. I think the Newcastle Jets have tapped into that mould. But what they've done is they've gone 100% full steam ahead.
Yeah.
And that's their model. They've invested in it.
Yeah.
So they're signing players from other A-League clubs that want to do that model. A Mark Natter, a Thomas Aquilina, a Daniel Wilmerin, an Eli Adams, Max Burgess, not young, but you get the plan, Costa Grozos. And they've brought in one superstar just to connect all of that. Kota. That's the model. Because when you've got not one, not two, not three, but 10 young, hungry professionals, Australian boys that want to achieve together that dream of going overseas, they're all going to fight. And by nature, they're going to amplify each other's performances.
No, without a doubt. Look, I think Max Burgess is probably the best example.
Oh, he's the glue.
He's the glue because he was once that.
Correct.
He was once that young one that,
Correct.
Had the, what's the saying?
World's your oyster.
The world's your oyster. Yeah, had the chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he had the hype.
He was the next guy. He was kind of Sydney FC's Jack Wilshere in a way.
Yeah.
But things go, the way you don't expect them to go. When he's joined a club that has a lot of young Max Burgesses in it, a lot of players that, young kids look up to and young kids see a lot of them in themselves. You look at Eli Adams, you look at Ben Gibson, for example. Ben Gibson's another one. Ben Gibson came from Sydney.
Dobby.
Yeah. Like, they're tapping in, and you're right, they're tapping into that space, and they're allowing
Full steam ahead. Full steam ahead.
They're running on hunger.
Yeah, they're running on hunger to achieve their goal and dreams, led by Milligan. Why? Look at Milligan, similar sort of profile to Max Burgess.
Yeah.
Was once that guy. Played overseas. Legend, the captain of Socceroos, Abdul.
Yeah.
Melbourne Victory, A-League legend. And he's brought that mentality in that league to these players.
Even
Incredible.
the NPL, if you get, he coached us in George FC for a fair bit too. Like, he understands the space a lot better than a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Unlike our mate at Wellington, Italiano, for those that don't know, he resigned.
Great press conference. Give it a watch.
But it's crazy though with him is that, again, another side of football. And I think this is where we related to him and where I relate to Milligan a bit more. Italiano started in Sunday League.
Yeah.
And then worked his way up into the A-League. You look at Mark Milligan, finished his play as a Socceroo, as the great icon that he is in Australian football. Grew into an NPL manager, then took on a few assistant roles, and then made his way to the Jets. I think this is the blueprint for us as well. Let's give these NPL coaches, and I believe it was Perko that said it.
And John A as well.
Johnny A. Johnny A. Do you tell me Johnny A couldn't crack the A-League?
He could do it at the Wanderers tomorrow. I'll give him the reins tomorrow.
Bro, he'd be the perfect fit.
I'll give him the reins tomorrow.
I'll give him a call.
Sure, you got his number?
I'll try to get it.
Get his number.
But I think some of these NPL coaches need to be given a crack.
But again, the league looks down on it.
It's crazy though. Like we've been around enough of them. Like we're around enough Goran a fair bit from SD Raiders. Probably, like just the way he talks and like tactically and
knowledge.
The way you want to play for him.
Yeah, of course.
They understand that side of it. They understand a lot of what I think goes astray, and this is a bit further off the Jets, is that when you look at the A-League and the environment around the A-League and the people around the A-League, they forget the whole grassroots section of it. A lot of these NPL coaches are involved in the grassroots. So they understand that some people have to pay to play. They understand that, my striker Bobby works as an electrician during the day and has to come to training.
Correct.
So
but that's the Australian context. And whether you're at the lowest level or at the upper echelon in the A-League, you're still going to have people in the dressing room, players that have come from that upbringing.
Yeah.
Milligan understands that. Nick Stav understands that. A lot of those players in the Jets change room understand that.
Yeah.
And you bring in these, not saying the imports are wrong. Ryan Fraser's been the fucking Wanderers' best player for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Fuck me, you can't even deny it. However, at the Jets, they've got a shared goal, a collective goal, and we've got to stop looking at the A-League as this MLS model, this Saudi Arabia model, this J-League model. Not the J-League, I think the J-League actually tap into the Japanese market very well. But the Saudi model and the MLS model of this is the best league in the world and this can compete in the top 10 leagues.
Well,
I love it. We're not in the top 20.
To be
We're
fair,
nowhere near the top 20.
To be fair with you, I don't think this country, forget football, this country would ever let a football league get to the level of a Premier League.
Oh, fuck no. Oh, God, no.
Bro,
oh, God, no. No.
The amount of money we're talking that has to be involved for us to become a competing league is ridiculous.
Yeah.
We're talking the tax office will be overlooking, forget Western United, we're talking they'll be overlooking everything from top to bottom. We're talking tens of millions, hundreds of $1 million, and it's just businesses in this country struggle to get to that. You think a league's going to get to it. Like,
God.
There's a lot more issues around it. But back on the Jets, a real quick one. I don't think there's a team that understands its area more than the Jets.
Wanderers close second.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you, and I said it in my little monologue. The Newcastle Jets means a lot to its area. That Hunter region is perfectly epitomised by the Newcastle Jets. Perfectly.
And let me remind you, they're competing with the Knights. The NRL season is about to kick off. And mind you, there's an opportunity in this window at the moment. For those who don't keep up with the NRL, the Newcastle Knights are absolutely shit. Sorry if the Newcastle Knights fan is watching this. They're absolutely shit at the moment. The best thing going in Newcastle is the Newcastle Jets right now. Now, the NRL season hasn't necessarily kicked off, but they're not looking good. They're about to lose their best players. And in a way, if the Jets can capitalize on this and bring the glory back to Newcastle, you definitely got on some, bro. They're bringing 15,000, 16,000 people into a game. Correct. Like, that's better than some Sydney FC numbers.
Absolutely.
Like, to think that football can't grow and can't be that sport here, the Jets are defying that. And we're talking 15 could become 16, could become 20, could become 30. You're telling me if they get to the last few rounds and they're playing for first place, they play the Mariners in the last round. Pretty sure it's at Polytech anyway. But those last few home games, I'm pretty sure the Wanderers have to play up there.
Jets?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Auckland or Wellington as well. There's a few games up there. Let me check it out, actually.
No, there is a few.
But, bring in...
I've got PTSD on my phone. I was just looking at the Western Sydney Wanderers. I know that's next on our lovely topic, and you mentioned the Wanderers, so I just had to compose myself.
There you go, I've got the Jets fixtures.
Fuck, it's going to be an interesting discussion.
How
long we got on the Wanderers segment?
As long as you want, mate.
Oh, fuck.
So, they have to play the Wanderers, Auckland, and Adelaide in Newcastle. So, I believe they're 2 wins away from tying the Wanderers record for most wins and back to consecutive wins.
Exciting.
So 3 wins. Actually, oh my God. They play... So if they beat the Mariners this week, they play the Wanderers the week after.
In Newcastle?
In Newcastle.
Are you going?
I think we're busy that night.
Of course we are.
So, clip this, guys. On the 7th of March, 2026, the Western Sydney Wanderers travel to the Newcastle Jets' home ground of McDonald Jones Stadium. And if the Jets get past the Mariners this weekend, they have a chance to tie the all-time A-League record of most consecutive wins in a row, which is 10, held by none other than the Western Sydney Wanderers.
So you say they didn't crack it?
No, we didn't, unfortunately. I think it was 2013-14 you cracked it.
No, it was 12-13 the first year.
12-13.
Yeah, we're on that run.
So
Sydney say they didn't beat it in their run?
no. We must have drawn a game.
Sure.
Yeah,
Factual.
factual.
Okay. If it's wrong, he said it.
So there's nothing better than beating the team that actually holds the record.
Very
For
true.
the record.
Very true.
And what better way to send the Wanderers further into their misery than to beat them and take their record off them too?
And on to my club.
There's Western Sydney Wanderers, mate. Crisis mode activated.
Yeah. Serious danger of getting into our lowest season finish ever in 12th. Yeah, our lowest is 10th. We're in 12th currently. May I remind you that was when there was only 11 teams. So it's all right now. There's 12. So
Actually, when you open your kitchen drawer and you see a wooden spoon, do you think of the Wanderers?
not currently.
No.
Not currently. We could get there, but yeah, where do you go? You look at the game against Mariners. Start there because that's the most recent. You hit the post twice. Panther, Barello, hit the post. Massive opportunities. And then just a complete walkthrough by Donachie on the last one. I don't know how it was unmarked. Ali Ugla for the first goal. Let's not take anything away from Ugla. Fuck me, what a finish. That gets in top of the newspaper, any other league in the world.
Yeah.
However, let's get to the Wanderers. I believe it was Panther. I believe it was Chancha and two more in front of him. Ugla just went in the middle of them, unmarked. I'll show you the goal. It's fucked to watch. Unmarked, walked his way in there, flat. You've got Chancha looking at him, and I believe it's Panther. And then there's two more in front of him. I think it's third game, maybe. And they're just watching him. Clutch, finish. It's disgusting to watch. Unbelievable goal. But that's that mentality where you're up. You're 1-0 up. And that happens. You just look at it and you go, fuck. Like, you can't teach that. That's basic. There's no coaching instruction for a 1-by-1 box and get to the fucking ball before the guy gets to it. Or mark the man before the ball gets to the man.
Yeah.
There's no teaching instruction for that. That's common 101, fucking under 6 grassroots level. Whether some fucker wasn't doing his job or they just watched the box. It's bad. Like, it's actually bad to watch. It's embarrassing.
Look, the scary part is a lot of these players were there last year and they were part of a team that finished 4th. Ultimately.
Now Donachie,
Yeah.
I just got to let the rage out. Donachie on the last one. How is he left alone from a rebound? Beyond me. The header, Nathaniel Blair, one of our old boys, of course. Great header, unbelievable header. I should have given him the academy, but that's okay. Maybe a note to the Wanderers Academy. Akon killing it.
Pretty sure he was.
Blair.
Was he part of that team, Nathaniel?
Yep.
That was leading the MPL. Yep. That was him.
So Ugla, a lot of our ex-boys are now killing it in the A-League. We'll move on. It's sad. It's very sad. And then you look at our running and it's like, where the fuck is the hope? Like, you got fans traveling to Central Coast, paying their hard-earned money to watch that. And this is Mariners that not have been accused, but it's like they've been accused of playing too much youth, inexperienced.
They're in the worst form of their club.
Worst of their, it's bad. And then you lose 3-2. Where do you go? Where do you go? We've got 4 wins. 4 freaking wins.
10 goals.
We've scored 10 goals.
Is it 10 goals this season or 11
We've scored
goals?
10 goals.
Yeah, hold on.
I'll fucking jump if it's 10 goals.
Where do you go? No,
Have we scored 10 goals? I'll jump.
No, my bad. 17.
Yeah, thank fuck.
17 goals conceded, 26. Only Brisbane have scored. No, you're the worst attacking team.
Oh. So who would have thought of losing Milanovic and Sapsford in the same window and replacing them with midfielders wouldn't get goals? Who would think that, Abdul? That's shocking to me.
Yeah.
Like mathematically, that just doesn't make sense, does it, Abdul?
Now,
2 of the best league attackers replacing with the defensive midfielders.
correct me if I'm wrong. I just want to quickly go through a list of, and you know a lot more than I would. Rami Nazarene
Yep.
was Western United. Played for the Wanderers. Thomas Aquilina.
Yep.
Yep. Keanu Bacchus.
Yep.
Yep. Costa Grozis.
Yep.
Who else do we have? Juan Mata is obviously a Melbourne Victory.
That's killing it.
It's killing it.
Yunus, Blair, Ugla, Wolmarine, Mark Natter. Mark Natter.
Akol Akon.
Cole Akon, yeah. There's a few.
I sort of say as well, the players that you're bringing up from the NPL. Waraga.
Yeah.
Sorry if I've said his name wrong.
Yeah.
Pretty sure played his first game for the
He
NPL.
did. And he plays first game for
For the A-League as well. He played his
Yeah.
first game for the Wanderers in the NPL last week.
But just the thing. When are we going to learn from our mistakes? Because you're an idiot if you keep making the same mistakes. Once you forget it. Every club has a blinder. Arsenal not signing Ronaldo. Blinder. Chelsea letting go of Salah. Blinder. We've done it on multiple occasions. On multiple fucking occasions, we've let these guys go. Whether they're young or whether they're fucking 36 like Mata. Did you see the goal? Did you see the assist?
Beautiful.
Did you see the fucking drone angle from above as well? You think about it. A World Cup winner, a Champions League winner,
Yeah.
and he, out of all the teams he's ever played for, his worst season with the Wanderers. Can you fucking just picture that? Is it him or the club? It's got to be the club.
Okay. So
And then you look at all the young players, Abdul. We are the United of the A-League when it comes to killing players' careers. We are. We are the United of the A-League when it comes to killing players' careers. Tell me who was.
no, you're not wrong. I think there's a lot wrong with the Wanderers.
Oh, it's fucking...
And without getting
How long you got?
Without getting too deep into it, I don't think it's as much a administration issue.
No. There's no one in the office. There is 0-1 in the office that you can blame. They have caught every single member. They have tried different policies. They've tried to connect back the fans, the community, the identity, the passion. I've seen enough 2014 clips. I've seen enough 2021 clips. I've seen all the clips compiled into a nice little 3-minute highlight package. I'll be going through all the admin team cannot do anything else. Cannot do anything else.
Yeah,
It's done. That ship has sailed. I'm sick of the nostalgia of what it means to play for the bat. I get that. I was once in that circle. I love it. Amazing. But it's time that the fucking results and the football team for some guy how does it happen is beyond me.
what is it that?
I believe there's a divine intervention, whatever religion you are, whoever watching this. I believe there is a divine intervention or some fucking hoodoo or curse against the Western Sydney Wanderers. Because it can't happen. It can't happen.
See, okay, here's
It can't happen.
on that. Here's my theory. So people say the Wanderers died the minute they left Pertek.
I believe that.
What if while constructing Combank, someone did a bit of juju on the stadium itself in
Yeah.
terms of the Wanderers, stuck something in the ground that every time the Wanderers play there,
Was it Westpac?
was it
Or
West,
was it National Australia
Westpac
Bank?
Stadium first or whatever it was?
No, or was it Westpac? Was it NAB Australia Bank? Was it
Just
ANZ?
some salty fan that was over the club.
Maybe.
Potentially. Or a player.
So you reckon there is some juju of this?
Potentially. There's some voodoo going on or
I've
whatever
heard
it
some
is.
crazier takes. But it is sad. It's sad to see. Like it just used to be.
Like, you look at the crowds as well, bro.
Fuck.
It's
Don't get me
sad.
started. Don't
man.
get me started.
Like, you've got a home game in a few weeks, I think.
We're not back until March or April.
Check it out. You got MacArthur this week,
Away.
Newcastle next week away, and then Brisbane away, and then Adelaide at home. And
What-
then
what
you've
day's
got
that?
Adelaide at home for March 20.
Yeah, bro.
April 11th, you've got the Sydney Derby at home. That's your last home game for the year.
No, we got victory.
No. Oh, yeah, on the last...
Victory.
Oh, there we go. We've got to press the next slide. Yeah, victory. Second last game at home. You've got Sydney FC. Bro, if you don't... Like, 18,000 was disappointing last time. Imagine a Sydney Derby in front of, like, 12,000 people.
Your fans rock up.
Oh, we always rock up. We show up. And I think the Wanderers' biggest thing is... Like, it's just frustrating, bro. You've got such an easy area to market. You know who you're targeting it at. Bro, you look at every other sport that has a team in that area. They've targeted it
Penrith's
so
killed
well.
it.
Penrith's killed it. The Bulldogs have done it well. Parramatta Eels, despite their shittiness over the last few years, have done it well. God forbid the fucking GWS Giants have actually marketed their club half decently. And if it's not for the people in the stadium, it's online as well. The Wanderers can't keep going on and ignoring the obvious. Something needs to change. And again, I stress that I don't think it's an administration issue.
Same as me.
I also think that for all good that the club's done having a free academy, it's hurt them in a way too. First and foremost, obviously, the cost of it. Secondly, you're bringing in so many players, but you're not giving them the opportunity. How many of these NPL boys actually made it through to the A-League? All right, man, that year, Milanovic, Sapsford, Priestman, Cicluna, Hammond.
But that was a unique period as well with the club. That was a very unique period.
Correct.
How we came out of everything that happened during COVID. During COVID, everything that happened. We came out of that year. We brought in a gentleman, Rudin, that was building 2 projects at Wellington and Western. Building. Western. New team, new club. So he understood what it meant to work with limited resources. So he had to tap in.
Maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe you need to strip it back.
I completely fucking agree.
Yeah.
And you made one of the smartest points that I've ever... That's words come out of your mouth. There's a lot of words that come out of your mouth, but one of the smartest was this. You play everything right now as it is. And that front 3 should look like Fraser, Luau, Alat. You got to play Fraser. Fraser's fucking a different level.
Yeah.
But Alat and Luau should fucking get a go.
Right. 4-4-2. Keep your 4-4-2. It seems to...
Luau and Alat.
Go Luau, Alat up front. Go Rose on the right. Stick Fraser on the left. And just let these boys play.
Only I would play Hammond in front of Rose.
Like, big man, even in the academy, you've lost Badalado, Nicholas Badalado on top of that as well. You have players
Where
like
to?
Newcastle Jets.
Of course.
You know, not that he was killing it last year. Dalo Sandy's off to Newcastle as well. On top of that, I believe, well, you got players like Julian Chop.
Good player.
Great player, sitting in the NPL. Not Ryan Fraser, sorry. Nathan Barry. You've got
Franson.
You got Ricky Franson next to him as well. You've lost Richie Nkomo last year as well. Alizard, he's off as well.
Avondale.
Like, there's so many. Tristan Vodakovic is rotting in NPL.
Oh, fuck.
Arguably one of your better keepers.
I would argue, I think one of the best in the league.
Got stitched up in his debut game. You don't play your first game as a keeper in the derby.
In the derby, that's right.
Even as my highest level that I've played is Div 3. And if you chuck me in keeper for my first game against fucking, I don't know, who's that Prems team that we played?
Liverpool's
whatever it was. We played a Prems team that was like Division 1 and higher.
We did well. Fuck, 0-0.
There was 2 keepers that game. I consider less goals.
Was it 0-0?
No, we won actually. It was like,
we won?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we won. Yeah, it was like 5-4 or something like that.
Mum's it was 5-4.
Yeah.
You consider 1. The other guy considered 3.
Yeah.
Mum's, yeah.
Right. To be fair, it goes to show you. But anyway, but it's beyond the point. You've got a lot of players that are going to rot at the club.
Yeah, of course.
And you can only sit there, and correct me if I'm wrong, these academies don't pay their players. No. Unless you get a scholarship, you don't get paid. So what do you expect these guys, like how much effort can you put in before these guys say, fuck it, I'm going to go play for, I don't know, Bankstown City Lions in League One, or I'm going to go to, play hardcore in League 2. What are you going to do?
0. Fuck all.
Yeah. So, last one before we go. What would you do if you were in charge? Thomas, you've got the keys to the Wanderers tomorrow. What are you doing?
Season's a write-off.
Mm.
You know, honestly, the first thing I'll do is I'll publicly apologise to every fan.
Yeah.
That's honestly the first thing I'll do. I will publicly apologise to every fan.
Yeah.
Apologise for the bullshit. Apologise for the shit results. Apologise for the players. I would actually apologise.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I'll do. Secondly, I will get the draft board out and 27, 28. And I wouldn't put a number on it, Abdul. Because when you start putting numbers, you set quotas and shit. I would make it a requirement that we take a full, in-depth, criminal, civil, whatever fucking law you want, investigation to the NPL system where it's gone wrong. I'll take a full look. And I'll take the 5 and 6 best players in there and get them training with the A-League squad. That's first. I would make it in 27, 28. I wouldn't sign a visa player.
You wouldn't sign a
I wouldn't sign a visa player. I wouldn't sign a visa player. You told me that year with 23, 24, besides Marcelo, who do we have?
No, I think
Fuck
anyone else. No.
So you sign a Neuenhoff in the academy, an Aiden Simmons in the academy, a Hammond, a Sapsford, Milanovic, a Bonatig, XD. 5 or 6 of those players I would immediately, if they're not good enough, fuck them off. But you can't be fucking off players that are killing it in the A-League, not in NPL, that are killing it in the A-League, that have come from your waters, your area, that have dreamt of playing for the Western Sydney Wanderers. And they get thrown out, they use that fire and vengeance, and they go and fuck us in the next season when they go play for this other team.
Look, I think the biggest thing is opportunity. I don't think enough NPL players are getting an opportunity.
No, I said that.
And
look at fucking FC. Yeah. Thiago Quintal has pushed Quispe to the right.
Yeah.
Who would have ever thought?
Waitaro as well. Yeah.
But Quintal.
Yeah.
Who would have ever thought? We saw the brother last year at Rockdale.
Yeah.
High-fiving, whatever, mate. Yeah. He's pushed your Peruvian superstar to the right. Quintal has to play. Why? Because he's earned the right to start in that team. Doesn't matter who he is. Yeah. Doesn't matter if I can sign some import. Gun number 10. Quintal starts.
Yeah.
Until proven otherwise.
I'm going to add another point. Don't be afraid to give a bit more attention to your NPL because
I said that.
Kucharski at one point was playing NPL last year.
Don't even.
Now, there's no harm in sending down. I'm not that I want him to be playing NPL. Aiden Hammond. Send the Hammond down. Send
No. Well, they did that last year, save him.
You need to, but that's the problem, is that you're going to let this NPL team rot. You're going to let this NPL team sit at the bottom of the table, get to the last few weeks, escape relegation, and then do it all again when you're expecting people to
But what's the point of that? What the fuck is the point?
What are you promising these players?
I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's not just the one. I'm not talking just about the Wanderers. I'm talking about A-League academies and the NPL in general. If they're not going to get opportunities, because the A-League's in a desperate state right now, where if you're not succeeding, you're not succeeding. You're in a situation where you need to do whatever you can to get to the top. So what does that mean? Don't give the kids the opportunity. Get what you can out of your best players, or sign the best players that you can, and the result's a result. Band-Aid fix after Band-Aid fix after Band-Aid fix. We're going to get to a point where you're going to have kids full of academies, or academies full of kids, sorry, not getting the opportunity, promise the world, come play with us, you'll eventually get a shot at the A-League, get a scholarship. They never do. And they always end up being 28 years old, what could have been playing for Rockdale London, or fucking...
Or they go overseas, they kill it, and then you got the head of Socceroos going to fucking Italy to try and convince Valpata to play for the Socceroos.
Who's the young fella that played for Roma?
Arena. At the Wanderers Academy. Don't talk.
At Devon Sports High, mate.
At the Wanderers Academy, don't talk.
Yeah.
Just honestly, don't worry about it. It's just fucking the NPL system in itself. There's problems.
Yeah.
But at the Wanderers, I don't know what it is. There is something I don't. It just seems to happen, and it can't be a coincidence. It happens more at our club than any other. And I would love to get the numbers. Someone fucking fact check me and prove me wrong. But those stars that are killing it, there's four, if Badalado was playing, 4 starting members of the fucking Newcastle Jets that came from the Wanderers Academy. What the fuck is that?
You're centre back at the moment. Now, here's the real question.
No, but generally. 4 fucking starting members, if they're all fit, of the Newcastle Jets that are currently first in the A-League. So the pinnacle of Australian football,
It's come from the Wanderers.
4 of them have come from the Wanderers. But yet they were fucked off at the West Sydney Wanderers. Tell me, how does that work?
Yeah.
Tell me, God, how does that work? It can't be coincidence.
Like I told you.
It can't be coincidence.
But like I told you.
Honestly, kids are better off going to the West Sydney Wanderers, waiting to the 18, getting fucked off, use that anger and motivation, go to another A-League club and fucking kill it.
That's what's happened.
But it's come to bite the club in the... You got to change. There's got to be something.
Yeah. No,
Sorry for getting passionate. Sorry for fucking the posture. You know that FIFA meme when you lose to 0 you lean for.
Yeah, well, that's
bad.
But that's what I don't like about the free academy. Now, like,
nice.
God bless his socks. I love the guy to death, Scott Hudson.
He's a wonderful. He's done everything for the club.
He's done everything
He's
right.
done everything for the club. You can't even
environment-wise, the vibe around the place, whether you're working
but
there,
he's
you've
tried, bro. He's done everything.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Listen, he mentioned something, and he's not wrong. He said that in the event that you were hosting. He said that Alex Bonatic's probably the best example of the use of the academy. He's been there since he was 12, played his way through, got to first grade. Now he's off to the Timbers for $2.5 million or whatever it was. He's the great example of what the academy should look like. But you can't... Look at Melbourne City. Melbourne City actually use their youth.
Yeah.
Why aren't the Wanderers doing the same? You've got a free academy. You've got access to the best players all across Sydney.
Especially Western Sydney.
Like, the amount of... And there's an opportunity there where there's a lot of kids in Western Sydney that don't get that opportunity to play, that don't get that opportunity to effectively pay their way to play football. Utilize that. Look at Ali Ugla. Ali Ugla grew up in the area.
He played for us.
Played for the Wanderers.
Don't worry about the brothers on the machine, bro. Don't worry about that.
Anyway, look, it is what it is. Before we end it off, Thomas, a quick MPL wrap. Late drama this round. Final 10 minutes. We're buzzing. Manly had an 87th minute equaliser against the great RPL Leichhardt, believe it or not. SD Raiders, our boy Robbie.
Robbie, mate. Great goal. Good setting as well.
Right. And St George FC late winner against the Great Sutherland Sharks, which we'll get to in a minute. And Rockdale's 90th minute strike, I believe, got them a point over the weekend as well. Could be wrong. Sydney FC 4-0 over Spirit. Rockdale.
That was a big one.
Yeah,
Well, I told you about Spirit.
Spirit's in danger, man.
I told you about Spirit. Well, I told you minute 1. I told you after that, they're in trouble.
It could have been worse.
Yeah, well, fuck, it could have been. They had 11 on target, cuz.
But Sydney FC, well, they had to after last week.
Yeah,
they lost 4-0 on the derby.
That had to come out.
Yeah. And then you've got Rockdale did win, 3-2 against Blacktown.
Yeah, Blacktown, yeah.
Marconi, 1-0 win against Wollongong. Sydney United.
First? The fuck around.
Hemel United.
Hemel United.
Put it this way.
Stalitza, mate.
Without Stalitza as well.
Coach. Miro.
Oh, Miro.
Legenda.
No, they were without Ade, mate.
He was at Sports Street Charity match.
Adrian.
No, that was on Sports Street. SCLS.
Was he?
He was.
Oh, wow.
He was.
I didn't see him.
He was.
Should have come and said hi. Said hi like he did last time. Look, yeah, bro, the Wanderers put up a fight. 2-1, 3-1, 3-2. Had a chance to equalise.
Away from home.
But
the Sus was back in force a bit.
Mate, of course they come out against the Wanderers.
I will.
Look, put it this way. I think the Wanderers MPL side this year,
They'll do well.
They'll do well. They won't go down.
No, God, no. No, they'll be nowhere near it.
No.
And again, speaking about going near it or nowhere or teasing or whatever, flirting, whatever word you want to use on them. Southern Sharks. Hype? Or is this a unearthed gem that when it gets unearthed is going to steamroll the MPL? I'm leaning towards the second. I'm going to give him 2 more weeks. Not sack him. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying I'm going to let that facade give him 2 more weeks.
Put it this way. There's 2 teams at the moment in Football New South Wales that are in the same boat. The Sutherland Sharks and Bankstown City
amazing.
Lions.
Yeah, they are.
Plenty of hype around the teams. Plenty of financial investments in and around them. Now, I love Perko.
I love
Perko to death.
Beautiful man.
And I don't think this is not
God, no,
him.
it's not him.
He's a great coach and he knows what he's doing.
Fuck me, he won the league.
But the pressure gets to these players. Bro, like you've got a state-of-the-art stadium. You've got a bar. Like we're talking like a fancy smancy. You could take your girl out on Valentine's Day to that bar.
You could actually, yeah.
Proper training grounds, proper everything. Sponsored, great jerseys.
Sign the best player in the league.
Everything. Sign the best player in the league as well. But the pressure gets to you. When you put out a documentary showing everything. And this is the scary part about doing this.
Part 3.
Part 3 is coming out soon. But they're posting it as they go.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Post it at the end of the season.
Correct.
Like,
Correct.
God bless the final third, I believe, who do their socials. Like, I believe it's Dane and a few of the boys.
I'm not sure who they are.
They're doing a great job. But big man, that's a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure on them.
Maybe test it. Maybe don't put anything on the socials for the week.
I'll be one of those NPL clubs. If we lose, we don't post. I hate that.
Okay.
We've dealt with that before. So yeah, look, it's definitely.
Can they recover, Abdul? Yes.
Yes, they won't get relegated.
Oh fuck no.
They're leaps and bounds from where they were last year.
I'm telling you right now, I still think they're an unearthed gem. I'm just waiting till it clicks. God forbid, when fucking Olsen clicks.
Look, my eggs are on the other side of the Shire. My eggs in that
St. George's
championship spot is St. George FC.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm just saying. Just get ready for this little when it clicks, because they haven't been blown out of the water in any game, and they've contended.
Yeah,
they've contended.
But still, like losing to a 10-man United.
I get that, but they haven't been blown out of the water. Just watch.
Also, do you know who's leading the Golden Boot for the NPL?
Is it Kristovic?
Kristovic off the
I will see it. Before we go, quick one. I want to give our special shout out to 2 events that we partook in, Abdul. Saturday, the SC Hellas Invitational. Mr. Militic was asked to play like so with yourself. Abdul chose to use his wonderful voice and MC the event. Mr. Militic was playing. Now, there will be some footage coming out that has tried to convince the public that the Australians lost the tournament. We actually won the tournament 9-0. So we won. Militic scored, was it 1 or 2? 2. So we scored 2. Great game. Unfortunately, there was no footage of that. So that's quite sad. But regardless of the result, great time with a couple of content creators getting out there. And Harry, mate, you're a wonderful man, truly one of a kind. And thank you as always for including myself and Abdul as part of your planning for future charity matches. And wonderful event. On to Sunday.
Mate, the Sports Shed TV charity match, the 2026 version. Yeah, got myself a try assist as well. Thomas, you don't need to open your mouth every time. Yeah, no, not like that.
I'm looking at the footage. Your mouth was fucking, oh my God, it's JC.
To be fair, it was a great pass.
See?
No, we don't. No. Anyway, shout out to Adrian, Josh, and Norman. Honestly, the boys, as I've said, we've said before, their charity match was the charity match when it came to content creators and stuff, and a big inspiration. Like when we had them on the show, within I think it was 6 months into when we started. Yeah, we were talking about potentially doing a football version.
Back on.
We do need to. Yeah. Right, Adrian. We get Adrian and Josh.
Norman does, lad.
Bro, I told him we'll get down to a prospect game at some point. Ooh. But look, definitely shout out to the boys because amazing human beings, down to earth guys.
Great match as well.
Great match. The Goannas got up 30 points to 26 over the Mark Hughes Foundation. First time we broke a three-peat. I didn't get knocked out, so I'm not complaining. Brad Takarangi stayed on the other side of the field, so he knew what was coming, so he just stayed on the other side.
And an assist, Abdul.
I did.
What was your thought process there? Because I didn't have the best angle, but I'm there and I see it opening and I see Abs running. I'm going, all goal, please. And then I saw the offload. I'm going, fuck, why'd you pass Abdul?
Put it this way. I caught the ball. So Kaludi offloaded it to our hooker. Hooker passed it to me. I had two options: tuck the ball, and then I had Owen right in front of me. I had the OTS right there, and I'm like,
I thought you were in.
I'm like, do I just run at Owen and steamroll over the line? But then I had JC screaming at me on my left side, and I'm like,
Can you repeat on camera what he said?
no, I cannot. There's a lot of what JC said on Sunday that I can't say. But
Shout out JC, man. We love that, brother.
as Trademark Sports said, you have to be buffaloes. So when a storm happens, buffaloes charge towards the storm. We don't run away from the storm. We don't run away from the chaos. We charge right towards it. And on Sunday, we were buffaloes. And we got the win.
Thank you, Shakespeare.
It was great. It was a great speech by Trademark. He's a good man.
He's a good man. He's a funny man.
Suited up as well, everything.
I saw that.
Suited and booted, some might say.
Oh, God.
But yeah, no, look, definitely another great event. Enjoyed being there. For the amount of kids that came up, are you going to run it off the back fence again? I'm like, no. No, look, you'll notice if you ever see us at games, my interaction with young fans and Thomas' interaction with young fans are two very different. He's got a lot more patience than I do.
Oh, hey, guys. Sorry, do you want a photo yet? No problem. Abdul, please go. Hi, Abdul. Can I have a photo?
Sure.
Can you sign this for me, Abdul?
No. Actually, signed.
So you would say no to a kid?
No, I've never signed anything for anyone.
What?
I just don't.
Oh.
It's tall poppy syndrome.
Is that because you're 6'6"?
Why would I ruin someone? Bro, some kid asked me to sign his, what was it? His Brazil jersey or whatever it was at the Joga Bonito game. I'm like, no.
I signed it.
Yeah, because you're
I got no shame.
No, I happily said no. I said, listen. I said, not doing it.
But you got a photo with the guy. Guys, if you want to get a photo with Abdul, he won't bite. He may be tall. He might have to lean down, but he won't reject you. That's the biggest thing.
Cost you to take photos with me.
What's the price? What's the going there?
$50 a photo.
Fuck it.
So if you use more than one...
So if you accidentally click burst, what happens then?
That's $50 a photo.
You're fucked.
Bro, imagine that starting to charge people for photos. Alright. But
Pleasure as always, Mr. Salam.
Pleasure as always, Mr. Militic.
And as always, Abdul, with 10 games left to go, Arsenal are going to win the league.
I'm Arsenal.
God forbid the UBF podcast if actually Arsenal win the league. Like, what are you planning? This is momentum since 2005? 4? 2004. First time. God forbid the world if Arsenal win.
But strip down naked and just run around.
Is that on camera?
No.
So what happens on camera if Arsenal win? 10 games to go. Fucking PC bullshit. All right. Goodbye, PJ. Thank you as always. We have been about football. I've been Thomas.
I've been Abs.
Ciao for now.
That was good.